Hello and welcome to Sarah's Tarot. It's Chinese New Year, and to celebrate I am doing a reading for each of the 12 signs in the zodiac. And this reading is for the people born under the sign of the tiger. And I'll start with the tarot and then we'll look at the angel answers cards. And I also have a fortune cookie for you, which I shall read out at the end of the reading, which contains your fortune for February and your lucky numbers. So we'll see what they are at the end of this reading. Stay tuned. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, you can do so by clicking on the subscribe button below. If you click on the little bell, you'll be notified of future videos. And it's the year of the pig this year, which will bring in the energy of luck. And also pigs are very sociable, friendly, easygoing creatures. So hopefully that energy will rub off on many of us this year. So your underlying energy is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. It speaks of love, it speaks of passion, it speaks of open-heartedness, and it also indicates a new beginning relating to either love or something that you are very passionate about. Now, it could be an offer coming in here. Let's have a look at the rest of your cards for this month. Wow, you have the other 3 aces. There are 4 aces in the pack and you have all 4, dear tigers. Unbelievable. That's very rare for that to come out in a reading, in such a small reading as well. Okay, so let's have a look then. Your first ace is the Ace of Pentacles, and it relates to your love and romantic situation in life this month. And the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning in a practical sense, okay? So for those of you who are in a relationship, then this urges you to take care of the practical side of things. And being that we have the Ace of Cups here as the underlying energy, I feel that you're being urged to make sure you remain grounded this month. You know, some of you may be so in love and loved up that, you know, you could have a tendency to forget about the practical side of life. And I feel that's what you're being urged to do here, to make sure you do take account of both sides of the coin, as it were. And there's an offer of some kind coming in that could benefit both you and your partner here. It may be that this offer comes in from your partner. Perhaps there's something that you are wanting to start, or they are. And this is a helping hand coming in, okay? Perhaps they are going to be giving you support in your new venture, because there clearly is something new coming in this month, but you will need practical support. And I feel this is going to come from your partner in some way. Now, if not, then you may be helping them. It is one or the two. One of the two, but you will know as the month unfolds which it is. But either way, this is taking care of the details, taking care of the practicalities. So an offer of good solid help, and perhaps some sound advice or financial support as well. It may also indicate, as for your love life, that you're in a financial sense, things are there's an opportunity coming in here for you to grow your finances together, okay? Maybe there's an investment you're going to make in a financial sense. But, you know, as I say, it will resonate differently for everyone that is watching this reading today. Okay, so that's if you're in a relationship. Now, if you're single, then this is an opportunity, I feel. An opportunity for growth. Now, maybe this opportunity will lead to a will lead to something coming in with regard to your future love life, because often the Ace of Pentacles is about planting the seeds of the future. So there may be something that you decide to begin that may just steer you towards meeting someone. I mean, we can decide to start a new venture in some way, open up a shop or an online business. We may start networking, you know, all sorts of things could begin and result in you opening up new doors that then lead to meeting new people, that kind of thing. So I feel that February is something where you'll get the opportunity to start something that will be practical, possibly to do with work or a new venture. And it could lead to you stepping through a new door where you meet a potential partner. All aces have potential, so that, you know, this practical opportunity or venture could certainly change things for you in the future. When we do meet someone, if we were to look back, you know, you can trace how it all began, and this is sort of the beginnings of that, and who knows where it may lead. But the underlying energy is possibly new love, you know, coming in here. And then as we move on, we have the card that relates to career, finances, and work. The Ace of Wands is another fantastic card and another new beginning. This is work orientated. This is also a new idea. It just feels as if some of you Tigers may be embarking on some kind of entrepreneurship. Are you thinking of self-employment? This Ace of Wands can often indicate that. Or are you thinking of starting a new job? You are certainly not short of ideas this month, okay? You're really planting your seeds this month. And, you know, as you can see here, these little shoots are springing off. And that's because this is a good idea or a good new beginning, okay? It's full of energy, it's full of drive. You will be full of drive this month, especially concerning career and money issues, you know. You're going to get this fantastic brainstorming moment where you suddenly, you can see clearly in front of you what could work, what could potentially bring in this money, or you know, what could potentially bring in this love affair as well. You know, there's so much possibility and potential in these cards this month. It's a fantastic selection of cards. So this is about you being big and bold and going after your dreams in terms of career and money. And then we move on to your general well-being. So now, because it's an Ace of Swords, it could have a connection with your mental health. So you will need to watch that this month, okay? Don't stress yourself out, okay? New beginnings can be stressful, can't they? And so don't overwhelm yourself. There's only so much you can do in a day, in a week, in a month. You know, make yourself a plan and, you know, only take on what you can handle. There will be challenges you'll need to face, but it's about realising that you can ask for help if you need to, okay? Don't feel you are alone. These are, you know, it's one sword. So sometimes feel that you may feel when this card comes out that your challenge is something that you have to deal with alone. Now, I don't feel it is. I feel you could ask for help with regard to this that's going on around you, all this wonderful new energy coming in. But don't let it overwhelm you. Don't make it more challenging than it is, because You need to look after your mental well-being as well. So don't overanalyze, don't allow yourself to switch off, because Aquarius in tarot, and therefore the tiger, it does relate to the swords and air, and they do tend to live in their heads, and you are likely to be the same, living in your head, and sometimes that can get too much, and that's where your well-being can suffer. So do take care there. And then as we move along, we have a card relating to obstacles and challenges, and that is another swords card, the Five of Swords. So there is going to be someone in your environment, at home, at work, or in the outside world, that is going to be challenging. You may find that there are some arguments or possible fallout with someone, but this person is negative and intimidating at times. But there's someone who don't like to see anyone else, someone who doesn't like to see anyone else getting on in life, and they make battles where battles are not needed, and you'll know who that is. And it's basically an obstacle this month, but it's nothing you can't deal with. You've got this Ace of Swords, and you've got all these aces. You've got a wonderful energy this month about you, and it's with this person, try to keep a wide berth if you can. Don't be drawn into their dramas or their negativity, especially if they're trying to pour water on these wonderful new opportunities or ideas that you have. Okay. And then as we move on, we have the advice card, and the advice card is coming from the Justice card this month, and it's basically asking you to make sure that in all your dealings you are fair and just and use integrity. Okay, especially if you're making decisions or dealing with people. So that's what your advice is here. Okay, don't be tempted to make decisions for any other reason other than or for based on any other principles other than fairness. Okay, because the Justice card is a karmic card, and the advice here is to remember that what you put out there will come back to you, and they're asking you here to do good. If you the more you work hard, the more you do good for people, the more it's going to come back to you, and have that knock-on effect, that karmic effect of just rewards. You then have your card with your message from Spirit, which is the Two of Wands, and Spirit here are asking you to weigh up both sides of the coin here. Make sure that when you move forward with these new ideas, that you have looked at both sides. Okay, so don't go rushing in, as some tigers can do at times. It can be quite a restless, fierce energy at times. Real wonderful people that will step in and help you, at a moment's notice, but sometimes in some situations can be a little reckless. And so don't be hot-headed this month, because Spirit want you to make sure you are balanced in your judgment, balanced in your view, and that you take your time before signing anything as well. If there's a new contract being offered to you, perhaps, or something where you need to sign, maybe the keys to a house, do make sure that you are doing the right thing. And it's not suggesting that you're not, it's just saying here, Spirit are wanting you to know that you should tick all the boxes first before moving forward. But they also want you to know that the world is your oyster, dear tigers. This is what they want you to know. And it's up to you to go out there and really embrace it. So let's have a look now at your Angel Answers card. Okay, dear angels, success. What a lovely card to have, especially with all these aces. Something is coming your way this month, tigers, that is going to bring great success. success. As long as you stick to your principles and you do what's right, what's within the law and that kind of thing, this will come back to you tenfold, okay? So success is in your hands this month, okay? It's waiting in the wings. It's just down to you now to really go for it this month. And let's have a look at your fortune cookie for Chinese New Year. Look and see what your fortune is and your lucky numbers also. Let's have a look. Be yourself and you will always be in fashion. I like that. So just relax and be yourself this month, Tigers, okay? You have a wonderful personality, real charm and charisma, the Tiger does. And, you know, by relaxing, people will love you for who you are, okay? So whatever pressures you're feeling, just take a deep breath, relax, and let that lovely you, that inner you, shine through this month. And realise that success is yours if you want it, okay? And that is your reading for this month. I hope you have a great February, and if you'd like to order a reading, you can do so through my link below at sarahstarot.co.uk.